The James Webb Telescope has just revealed something impossible about the future of humanity. Imagine a sunrise on Mars, but instead of the thin air and deadly temperatures of -60 degrees Celsius, the thermometer is just slightly above zero. All you need is a light jacket. It sounds like science fiction, doesn't it? But what if I told you the solution for this isn't in nuclear bombs or giant mirrors, but in something NASA seems to fear? Why are scientists so worried about this new discovery? What could this plan do to the red planet? Stay until the end to discover the radical secret that could transform Mars and why it might be the most dangerous thing we've ever considered. Mars today is a frozen, irradiated desert. Its atmospheric pressure is less than 1% of Earth's, which means water boils before it can even form a puddle. Without a global magnetic shield, the solar wind relentlessly strips molecules from its atmosphere. The average temperature? A brutal -60 degrees Celsius. For us, that means instant frostbite and no protection from cosmic rays. A recent scientific paper, published in the journal Science Advances, laid out the facts of a new proposal. Traditional solutions like comets or greenhouse gas factories would require the energy of millions of nuclear power plants. But the anomaly here is that this new plan ignores all of that. It explains how we could warm the entire planet using something that's already there, in abundance. The partial revelation is astounding. The solution is to spray the sky with a smart dust. Scientists discovered that the Martian soil, the regolith, is rich in iron oxide, aluminum, and magnesium. The idea is to grind these rocks into tiny rods, 10,000 times thinner than a human hair. Here's the paradox. Our laws of physics say that heating a planet is nearly impossible without colossal energy, unless you use the planet against itself. Launched 10 kilometers high by drones, these particles would absorb sunlight and radiate it back as heat, acting like a thermal blanket for the entire world. To give you an idea, we're talking about an amount of dust equivalent to a backyard swimming pool per year to warm a planet. It's 5,000 times more efficient than any previous plan. This raises a new question. If it's so simple, why aren't we doing it now? The most accepted scientific hypothesis is that by maintaining this nanoparticle cloud in the sky, we could raise Mars's temperature by 30 degrees in just a few decades. That's the difference between solid ice and streams of liquid water. If this theory is correct, we'll have to rewrite the Planetary Astrophysics books, as the melted ice would release carbon dioxide trapped in the soil, creating a cascading, self-feeding greenhouse effect. Mars would begin to warm itself. But here, the story takes a dark turn. There are those who believe this isn't just a geological intervention, it's a biological risk of cosmic proportions. What if, beneath that ice, dormant Martian life exists? This plan, which could be our salvation, would be the mass extinction of the only alien life we've ever found. Speaking of which, if you find this topic interesting, you'll definitely like the video in the card above, which explores the possibility of conditions for life on one of Jupiter's moons. Back to Mars. The final revelation, the dilemma surrounding this issue, isn't about engineering, it's about morality. The plan works, the science is solid, the technology is achievable. We can warm Mars. The real question, the secret no one wants to discuss, is, should we? Transforming Mars connects directly to our own existence. We are all literally stardust that has traveled for billions of years. Is our destiny to spread life as we know it, even if it means erasing another? Or are we guardians, destined to protect the silence of the cosmos? The decision to color the Martian sky rust red to warm us could define humanity's future in the universe forever. In the end, spraying the Martian sky isn't a magic bullet, but it's the first domino we can actually push over. It's the spark that could start the fire. What comes next, oxygen, radiation shields, maybe even green leaves, depends on this first step. The gulf between an inhospitable desert and a potential second home has never been narrower. If you love exploring the cosmos, don't forget to subscribe and like so you don't miss our next videos. Leave your opinion in the comments. Should we try to make Mars habitable for humanity, even if it might mean destroying any remnant of alien life that may have existed there? Thank you for joining us in this debate, and see you next time.